So today we're going to look at how to create an EC2 instance, which is one of the easiest things you can do in AWS, but can be a little bit confusing, especially for Windows users, because it's hard to SSH onto the machine if you don't know exactly what you're doing. So this is where we start at our AWS Management Console. From here in Services, if you go to EC2, you have the option here to launch an instance. So in this case, let's click Launch Instance, and we'll take the Amazon Linux 2 AMI, or AMI as sometimes it's pronounced. Hit Select. If you're testing this in the free tier, just select the second option there, and then Review and Launch. This will select all the basic defaults. In this case, we'll assume that you don't have a key pair. So we'll create a new key pair, and we'll give this the name AWS Test. It's important at this stage that you download the key pair. This is your one and only time to do so. And you'll see in the browser we have this PEM file. After you've downloaded that file, click Launch Instances. Okay, while that's launching, I'm going to show you how to convert the PEM file into a PPK file, which is what you'll need to log into the instance. For this, you're going to need to have a small application called Putty. If you go to putty.org, here you can download the application for your operating system. For Windows, pick the right version here, whether it's 32 or 64-bit, and follow the installation procedure, and I'll see you on the other side. So from the Start menu, go to PuttyGen. And what we're going to do here is load in the PEM file that you downloaded. You might have to change it to all files down there. You'll see AWS Test PEM, and then just hit Save Private Key here. Say yes, we don't want a passphrase, and we'll give it the same name so that we know which file it is. Set PPK. Okay, from there, go back to the Management Console. At this point, you should have found that the instance that we started is now running. So the question is, how do you connect this? Well, this is where we use Putty. So go back to your Start menu and select Putty. And now we have a PPK file to use. So there's several things you'll need to be able to connect to this instance. So this is a virtual instance running in AWS. The public DNS name is the first thing you'll need here. So copy that to your clipboard. Paste this into your host name. Port 22 should be fine. Then down in this menu on the left, open up the SSH option and then Auth. And in Private Key, browse for the PPK file that we've just created here. When you're finished, click Open. The first time you connect, you'll see this warning. Just click Yes. And then you can log in as EC2-user. And here you can see we are now logged into that instance. You can change this slightly, so if you don't want to type in EC2 user, in Putty, we follow the same steps, but instead we put at the beginning EC2 user at. Once again, we go through browse to the PPK and click OK. Now you probably don't want to do this every single time, so you can save the settings here. So just give it a name, AWS Test. And then next time it'll remember those configuration settings for you. Just click Open, and once again we're now in our EC2 instance. That's how you start and access an EC2 instance in AWS. Once you finish, don't forget to shut it down because you're paying by the minute. To do that, you just click the instance that you've just created, go to Actions, and select Instance State Terminate, or just right click Instance State Terminate. Yes, terminate. And that's it. See you next time.